Hey everyone, welcome to RV East Coast. I'm Fawn.
I'm Eli.
And today we want to talk to you about the campgrounds that you need to visit in 2020.
Yes, we are getting ready for the new RV season 2020. We are right now in Lancaster, and let me tell you, it is cold out here. Yes. What's going to be the temperature tonight?
I think it's in the teens tonight. It's very cold. We are boondocking at my parents' house in our RV. We do this most of winter when we're visiting with them. Yeah,
but we want to share with you our experiences and tell you which are the campgrounds that we think you definitely want to visit this year. I think we have a little bit, maybe too much to cover, so we are going to split this into 2 different videos.
Yeah, but we want to share with you 7 campgrounds that we definitely plan to go back to. Maybe this year, maybe some this year and next year, because we do want to get in some new places too.
Yeah, so it's time to plan your vacations for the year, so let's get started.
Alright, so the first one we're going to talk about was our favorite family vacation, and that is
Chincoteague Island in Virginia.
Yes, we loved this campground because we actually went there twice. We went there in the summer and then again in the fall.
And it was totally different experience. You know, going in the summer, going in the fall was totally different. We liked it both times.
Yes, we did. We had so much fun things to do there with the kids. Over the summer, we had the water park, which again, I thought was something that like we would enjoy for a little bit of time because it's a small water park, but we actually spent the whole day there. The kids loved it. They had a blast there.
And you can also get a pass for several days. And they offer so many different opportunities to visit the park. For instance, sometimes they do adults only event where they stay open pretty late at night. It's just an amazing campground because not to mention you have different bodies of water. You have the water park, you have the pool at the campground, you have the bay right behind the campground, and not far away you have the actual beach. So.
Right. And we just found that for our family with our young kids, we had so much to do there. We rode bikes around the state park. We visited the little town. We visited the museum in Chincoteague and also the NASA Space Museum. Well, I don't know if it was a museum center.
Is there flight facilities? I don't think you will spend a lot of time there, but it was definitely a good way to spend a few hours with the kids.
So yeah, and actually on the last day that we visited, we took that little trolley tour that was provided by the campground
for free
around Chincoteague, and we found so many other places that we thought, oh my gosh, that would have been really fun to come to.
Yeah, I really like that the driver was like a tour guide, and he was not only telling us about the town, but he was also suggesting his favorite restaurants and what everybody tends to like, so it was very nice.
Yeah, and there is a little place in town that rents they're like on the road golf carts kind of, and they have scooters. We did that one day and went to the we could just talk about this campground all day because we went to that nature center and they had an event there, and the kids got to see live animals that day. We had a picnic. We toured the lighthouse. Oh my gosh, we loved that campground. There was just so much to do and so many family activities.
Something we want to do next year, just a little tip for you. Every year they do the pony swim. So once a year they control the horses population in the island. So once a year they do a migration and the horses swim down to out of the island, and that's a very nice experience. So maybe when we go back, we are going to try to schedule our trip during the pony swim.
Yeah, because we did go in August and then again in was it September or October?
I don't remember.
And we saw a pony each time we were there, but only once. So yeah, it would be really fun to go in a time where there were more ponies around. That
so Chincoteague Island is RV East Coast approved for sure.
Yeah. The next campground we want to tell you about is our most beautiful campground that we were at this summer.
Absolutely.
Which is Buttonwood Campground. Yes. This one we talked about at length. We've talked about it before in other videos suggesting this campground.
This is actually the third time that we bring up this campground. in this channel.
Yes.
And there is a reason for that. We love it. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This is personally my favorite campground ever. Because it's just like the authentic campground experience. The views is maybe what I like the most. You can see the mountains right from your trailer. The location that we had our site was right in front of the playground. We loved it.
Yeah. That definitely made our trip to the location of our camper. But it is such a beautiful, I mean,
during the spring, this place is like a dream.
Yeah. And
they have so many different activities for family. You can. My favorite was tubing down the. What's the name of that river that I have?
The Juniata River.
You can tube down the river. You can tie your tubes together if you're a family, and you just. It's a very gentle flow, right?
Yeah.
They give you an extra tube if you want to put your cooler with some beers and sodas and some snacks. It was just amazing.
Yeah. Like I said, we've covered this campground a lot, so. We don't have to go in too much, but it is such a beautiful campground. It's super family friendly. Lots of amenities to do in the campground. Not a lot of stuff around the campground except for that winery that we went to that we really enjoyed.
There's a speedway, the car race place nearby.
We did hear about that. We didn't check it out.
Yeah, but long story short,
town.
This is a campground that we are hoping to visit every single year. It's amazing. And one last thing I'm going to say about it, and big kudos to them, to Ryan McFarland, the owner. This is the campground that is privately owned, is family owned, but he has the comfort, and they take care of this place like one of those big corporate campgrounds. So that is amazing. The service there is just 100%.
Yeah. The last campground we're going to talk about today is our best kept secret this summer, and that would be
Country Acres in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. So this one was actually a last minute book. We realized that we had the 4th of July weekend. We had a couple of days off. We were planning to visit my parents, so we just looked up a local campground in Lancaster. We booked this campground, and we were so pleasantly surprised with our experience. Such a beautiful campground.
Incredibly well manicured. I didn't see one little bit of garbage.
Yeah.
The sites were so well manicured. And I remember the campground is kind of like nested around cornfields, and that was just a beautiful country experience.
Right. So not a ton of amenities at the campground. Perfectly beautiful pool.
Yeah.
We had a great time there. It was a zero entry pool, so the kids, it was great for them.
The ice cream social.
There was really an ice cream social.
Incredibly generous portions. So I like that. And
there was a nice playground there, a nice little dog park, but no other activities at the campground. We're local to Lancaster, so
it's in the middle of the
action. Stuff around. Yeah. So it's not that we didn't have any trouble finding stuff to do around the area. We went to Bird in Hand. We love their bakery. We love their restaurant. There was fish to feed.
We are going to put a link to our review for this campground. Actually, all of the campgrounds that we reviewed today, you're going to see the links here on the site. Feel free to go check it out so you can see all the things that we did at this campground.
Yeah, so we do have 4 other ones that we want to share with you, and we want to share that in another video because we know this video might get kind of long. Like I said, we had so much fun this summer. We had a lot of great places to see. Next time we're going to talk about the best beach campground that we went to.
Yeah.
Our best glamping experience.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
We're going to talk about the most budget-friendly one we went to. And then, of course, our most beloved, which just kind of holds a special place in our heart.
That is
so
right.
We're going to talk about that one too. So.
All right, so that's all we have for you on this video. Stay tuned for the next one. My name is Eli.
And I'm Fawn.
And this is our East Coast.
Tuesday, 'cause someday